beautiful Sarubi.
83.
Remy caught this 83 centimeters.
Foil or another one, 67.
What is the method by which the body defeats the mind? This is the issue. What can solve this struggle world? What is the essential element to establish evil? By knowing this, let's add or remove some elements. This essential element is very simple. If there is a great man and a great woman in history, can the man say that he wants to receive God's blessing alone? Can a woman say that she wants to receive God's blessing alone? No. You have to think of
30, I got the fish, and 3:33 the boat arrived to go to home. It was really last minute. So I said, "Thank you, Heavenly Father, thank you, true parents." I was so happy.
According to the new way of counting that came last night, then I had some liberation because I caught a 55 centimeter Sarubi 2 or 3 days ago, and Bruno saw that happen, so it's actual fact. So I showed it to him. So that gave me some little bit of liberation from the stress or the anxiety I've been having for several weeks, wondering what's wrong with me and so forth. You know, what the problem is. I'm sure many have had the same feeling. I had a realization a few days ago with Hunduke, talk about the spirit world, and there's something to do with overcoming the Cain side nature, which I have some of that. I was raised very judgmentally in my childhood, so I would feel a lot of judgment all the time. So it's very easy for me to take something like not catching fish and make it into a judgmental thing on myself from my childhood. So you don't want to hear what I was thinking about myself maybe 2 weeks ago. You don't want to hear that. We won't go to that place, but not so good. Not so good, actually. But I began to accept it's a course to go through, and I was willing to accept the fact I'll not catch any fish during the 40 days. In some ways, I have to go back and just say, well, you know, I don't know if I had to go through some special course. That was like a feeling I had. But anyway, the new counting gave me some liberation, so it helped me to relax. But the spirit world, Hunduke, I had some realization about my heart must jump for joy when other people catch fish and I don't. In other words, it's kind of like the heart of Cain. You know, what did Cain feel when Abel was accepted and his offering was not accepted? You know, we're all out there working hard, the heat, the mosquitoes, doing all you can possibly do, you know, hacking in 1 hour to find a spot and so forth. Those who are dropped off by the boat catch something, you catch nothing all day long. You know, so it's kind of like I make an offering, it's not accepted. You know, day after day after day. So I realized I have to go over this kind of situation of that heart and learn to rejoice in the victory of others. So we should say like, glory, hallelujah, you know, when my brother catches a fish. Amen. Even though I don't. That should be our heart, actually. Not just what I do or I can't do, but really the heart of others. So I've been working on this kind of point, trying to feel joy in what the group is doing, not being so concerned about what I'm not doing, okay, what I can't accomplish. So today was kind of, today's fish is bigger than that one. Still not a real big fish, but for me pretty big. I've had a problem the last 2 days hooking up fish in the Sarubi area because my equipment is not really able to deal with a real big fish. So I had to ask the powers at B, the powers in the spirit, whatever, not too big, okay? Not too big. I got to be able to pull it in, okay? So I kind of feel the fish today was kind of given. I mean, it's a very long day. The first couple of fish, we had Sarubi over here, Sarubi over here. I'm in the middle, three spot, right? 55 centimeters, 3 spot. I mean, big enough, but the wrong kind of species, right? 2 of those. So I'm kind of wondering, what's going on? I mean, you know, why can't I get the right species and the right size, you know? But long day, and then, you know, hours and hours of nothing happening. And I really wasn't expecting a fish, really, because this prawn is and the boat's coming and so forth. So anyway, the boat's coming, putt, 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 right now. Right? And all of a sudden, I got a hook up. And, you know, I get to pull like this. I can't crank it. I'm trying to do like this. So I start running backwards up the bank. And just trying to, you know, just professionalism. Be professional about this. You know, well, a little bit you got to do that, right? You can't crank the thing, so you got to do something with it. So you crank a little bit, and you know, I can't get my hand can't reel it, you know, and I can't grab it. You know, it's like I made like 20 mistakes. Okay, line goes slack a few times. You know, I can't move the thing. And you all know that the shrew is gone like that. But 4 or 5 mistakes, it's still on the line, right? I ran back. And also the situation is good with the bank. No cliff. Just like this, right? The water's here, here's the dirt, just like this, only a few weeds, so he can just come right up on shore like that. So, perfect location. So anyway, it was 3:50, the boat was actually coming. And I was not expecting any kind of fish like this because nothing happened for hours. So my feeling was, well, okay, here he hit, we got one in, now they're going to start hitting completely. They're going to start hitting. But I talked to the brothers of the state and said nothing more happened afterwards. So I mean, I can't help but think it was kind of like a given fish, in a sense. Kind of like a given fish. The Spirit will really help me to get the fish in. So I was almost too tired to really, you know, it's like 9 hours, intense heat, mosquitoes and so forth. But internally I was very satisfied, very, very happy. And indeed, this is the true Brothers Workshop. You know, without your support, it'd be impossible. There's no judgment here. There's no accusation here. People are so embracing, so understanding. It really is the Brothers Workshop, along with being the Providential Fishing Workshop. So I really appreciate very much your great support and love. And because of the atmosphere, we can really share ourselves. And everyone's trying so hard to help each brother out. You know, so any of the day was, you know, trying to help, go over there, trying to help everybody get fish, you know, with machete, trying to make a super highway along that little point, you know, so we can all walk back and forth, trying to open it up for everybody. So it's really good. So now, you know, more relaxed, we can be more, a bit more. We need to relax, you know, and not have all the stress and stuff when we go fishing, you know, and really trust, you know, okay, and accept our course, accept it gratefully, and that's the main thing. Thank
you. You know, it's amazing. We're making like holy ground fishing areas for people, right? You know, nobody will, you know, they go by and they'll say, well, that must be a great fishing spot. Look at that, it's all landscaped and you know, when we get in there for a couple of days, we go Kakawali and they can go, and there's all these beautiful little spots where you can fish, right? Now they go down this Thruby Lane, right? And they got all these nice little spots right now. People say, oh, they must be doing night fishing here. The locals must be using this because it's all cleaned up and all nice. And so we're definitely leaving our mark. But we're all young people. We're pretty tough and strong and everything else. And it's hard to catch fish. Right? You catch 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, 40 days, you know. And there's Father going out there to catch like 36 fish in 36 days or 12 days and 36 bakus or whatever it is, the goal. That's incredible. You know, you just try to think, we're tough, we got bait, we throw it in, we wait. We might not have all the techniques, but it's a tough job, right? So it just shows again what he does for us all the time. And not only, you know, we've been in the movement a long time, so you know, we understand the sacrifice of our parents, and we at least we say it, right? But now we're in it, and now we realize more. Right? Did you realize how hard it was for Father to fish and make conditions like that? Did you guys realize?
I thought today.
Hey?
I thought today very much.
Yeah, incredible, right? That it is really tough, it is really hard, and he does it. You know, and we could never understand it until you get into it, right? And then you realize, wow. And that's at all levels, everywhere in our movement. That's what Father does all the time. For everyone else, right? It's incredible. But you can't tell anybody about it They have to experience it, right? It's like trying to explain chum chum to someone if you've never been there. You gotta go. That's it. So, you want to understand what Father's heart is in the fishing? Go down to Puerto Nuevo. Go down there for 40 days to Guatemala and experience it. It'll change your whole perspective. When you talk about brothers, I'll tell you, you're not going to get a tighter bunch, I'll tell you, that really care about everyone, right? You have no idea the determination we have today to get Gerhard to fish. He's determined, he wants to fish, but so are we. And when it hit, it was like, this is it. This is the one. And it ain't getting away. Right? That's really like teamwork saying, okay, whatever it takes, right? Just like watching Remy on the bank like that. Yeah! Into the water to get a pacu. Like that, right? Nobody fishes like that. Like us, right? Locals see people going and got a sarubi like this here. You say, what's the problem with these guys, right? These Western guys, right? They're just fishing. What the heck? These guys they're going by in their boat like this here. The guide's taking them out to some spot. We're so much in the zone. I tell you, if I get a strike, I tell you, I'm going in after this one, right? So yeah, we're a different breed, I tell you. So, any other testimony?